Okay. We should be live, which is awesome. Normal streaming routine. I think I'm a little earlier than normal. Yeah, about 15 minutes. Should be fine. I'm sure people will pop in. Alright. Hey, what's up?
You must die! Mother, father, come on!
Alright, that hand's not much for me. Need a good 2-drop. That's what we need. Hey, what's up? Oh, congratulations. You made it up to AA. Now the real grind begins. To get to Master.
Leave this to me. Time to shine.
Alright, this hand's ended up actually being pretty okay.
I'll lead the charge.
Hey, card fight, what's up?
Time to shine.
I'm trying to think on what the biggest threat here would be for turn 3. That's really not a threat. Ah, that's right.
Conflict is everything. Time to shine. Time to shine.
Well, someone's got to do their work.
No! Retreat! Shapely and succulent.
Oh, jeez.
Crazy amazing.
If you don't mind me asking, what are the essays on? That'd be more interesting. Easy game.
You are done for.
Sorry, you want time to shine. Time to shine.
Wrong.
Alright, I think that's my 6th win in the row with this deck. Don't forget, I have got a video of this deck if anyone wants to check that out.
The pleasure was all mine.
Childhood OBC, jeez. What a subject. Ugh, dear. A few more wins like this and we should be able to push through AA2. Nice.
You must die! I guess you're looking for a fight.
Need something more early. That's a little bit better. Alright. We'll be able to play the Vanguard.
I'll lead the charge.
Maybe drop the other Vanguard next turn. Would prefer something else, but I reckon I'm going to get it. Actually, we'll take this on. Nice. And not too bad for next turn. Alright. Get a good setup. Turn 4 White General, turn 5 Floral Fencer probably. That's my most likely play. Ooh, actually, that just kind of shapes up what I want to do a little bit better.
Got me feeling hungry.
Should be able to now run off with the Centaur Vanguard and the Veteran Lancer, provided they don't clear the 2-1. Yeah, still fine. We still get the White General. Quite nice.
Raise your blade. Time to shine. Give me that.
Unbelievable!
Now it's just a matter of whether we drop the Floral Fencer or we just go full aggro here. Probably go full aggro.
Just amazing.
Oh no, that's going to change.
You're done for.
Okay, so they're going to clear at least 2 items, most likely the 3-3 and 3-2. Matter of whether they have. Alright, doesn't look like I had a good play there, so that's good. Alright. There's no real way for me to push
Strength and beauty together.
half-assedly,
You're done
so we'll use the Quick Blader to clear the Mage, because it's a good one trade. Goblin can just hit face. The rest is a good solid board. Really wish that was Commander, but then the others would kind of be crap. That way I could easily combo it with the Vanguard, but we've got other options for that.
Hey, that hurt. It won't be long now.
Whoa! My armor has been pierced.
Jeez. You guys got some full-on essays right there.
You're safe with me, Captain. It won't be long now. We live to take what?
No one gets past me.
Unbelievable.
I haven't written an essay in the last 2 years. Alright, we should be able to go for game. I don't reckon they're going to have a board clear. And we've already set up a defensive. We only need 1 damage to pretty much survive. And that's going to completely destroy my board. Okay, I didn't expect them to be rerunning that.
I failed you, my y'all.
Okay. Well, that kind of still works, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Leave it to me.
Set them to 1. As soon as they pull anything out, dance or death it, and win the game. As long as we don't get hit with that D shift early, we should be fine.
This ends here. A revelation.
Okay. A little worried.
No! Retreat!
Nope, that's our game. Cool.
My time has come. Impressive.
Perfect way to deal with it. Alright.
The pleasure was all mine.
Ooh, 7 in a row. Usually this is where my win streak breaks and then I just lose the next like 4 games. On, good hand.
I guess you're looking for a fight.
And of course I get absolute junk for that hand. And that's a lot better. Sweet. Alright, so we get to drop Quick Blader, Veteran Lancer, Novice Trooper. If we can get a good turn 4 into a Floral Fencer or something, that'd be nice. And of course, my arch nemesis, Dirt Rune.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
Now I have absolutely no way to deal with that.
Too slow.
Alright. We've got to get lucky. Hope we don't get completely demolished. Alright, we can easily trade into that. I'm quite fine with that. We might actually go for the boost
Too slow.
and the draw.
Come on.
Gotta try for something.
Unbelievable.
We're either gonna get really lucky to win this, or they're just gonna have a really shit hand.
Walk down this potion.
Of course, they go for the heal. I don't think of a good way to take this.
The battlefield awaits. You are done for.
Alright, I want to keep this commander alive if I can.
Here's how it's done.
Too slow.
Unbelievable.
10 in one turn, Albert for 5 next turn. We can even just have something survive here, we should be fine, but I get the feeling get the feeling that turn 6 is going to be a board clear anyway, so I just need to survive one turn. Alright, actually I should win this now. No matter how they trade here, I should be left with a 3 and a 2.
No! Retreat!
So that's game.
We're together forever.
Awesome. Couldn't ask for much better.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
It won't be long now.
A little blood won't. Saber strike.
Here's how it's done.
Too slow.
Impressive. Looks like
Alright.
you won.
Completely dead.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright. Talk about giving him a pounding. Yep, 8 wins. This deck has been doing incredibly well. Sometimes you'll get like a 4 or 5 losing streak, but most of the time you can balance that out with win streaks. And if you get on a good win streak like this, you can really bolster your rank. And then you get a shitty hand like this. This is probably aggro blood too. Not a good matchup. Alright, that made the hand a little bit better. If we can get a solid 3 play, we should be fine. Need a good solid 3 drop, and I need them to not really play anything. Alright, and they didn't, so that's really nice. Oh, this hand just went from being absolute crap to being really good. Perfect curve out. Got a ward already. We can clear off anything major that comes onto the board.
No! Retreat!
Now I've just got to survive.
The battlefield awaits. Onward and go.
Alright, drop them to 17. Hopefully they don't heal too much, but I gather this is probably a controller mid-range style, just by Vampiric Kiss. Not many things tend to run that. So, I need to be able to push out this Albert as soon as I can. One of these survive, White General gives it a boost of 2, so that's actually quite good. I keep doing that, which is annoying me. Boost that, that's 4, so that's a little more damage.
Become a worthy knight.
Conflict is everything. Time to shine.
Plus I get more of a board presence, so that's quite good. Just go face, pretty much. More about getting a good matchup and a good hand.
Isn't demonic armor lovely?
You will soon learn.
Alright, wardrobe.
This on for size.
Interested to see where this guy trades. Wow, this guy's either really good or just bloody lucky. I want to take a decent amount of damage off this guy. I also don't want to be holding Albert the entire game. I don't want to waste every single point this turn. Gotta do something.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
You are done for.
A little blood won't. Saber strike.
I've got another Albert, so hopefully I can draw into that. Other than that, commands would work as well. Turn 6. Otherwise, I just need this 1-3 to survive. And I can use Centaur Vanguard and White General in combination for an extra like 6 damage if I want to. But that's not going to happen unless they trade both these into Albert, which they didn't. The other option is they leave Albert up. Gives me the same advantage. Okay.
Conflict is everything. Raise your blade.
It won't be long now.
Alright.
I am one with the spear. Centaur thrust.
So with a 4 heal, or 3 heal, sorry. Be interesting to see where they go. Drain is kind of sucky. I'd love to build Control Blood. Just don't have the cards. Big problem. So they're gonna gain too much. My only chance is to draw Command or Albert or Demonic Strike actually, so that does leave me a few good options.
The order will remain.
Provided they don't heal more, which they have, so now I'm really screwed.
So this is the end.
Where can I go from here? Nowhere. Alright. I think I'm screwed. The healing alone has screwed me over. There's nothing left that I can draw to win this. So my 8 win streak is broken, which is usually about where I get to, so that kind of sucks. I've never been able to make over an 8 win streak since I got into AA. Always get to 8 and then it breaks.
Faster, servant.
Let's speed things up.
Become a worthy knight.
And this is absolutely useless to me.
A short
Oh
service.
dear. Damn, and it's a 100-point loss. I would have preferred if it was a 70-point loss. Anyway, next game. We'll get there.
You must die.
Okay.
Despair, all you know.
Might hold on to that. Yep, okay, I'm kind of glad I did. Haven's hit or miss. If they are heavy ward, you're pretty screwed. So if they are playing Sun... Oh dear.
Let's speed things up. Too slow. Stop.
Yeah, but was that in AA? Because like I said, I've had higher win streaks, lower ranks, but that's only once you get to the higher ranks that are really hard to be consistent enough.
Leave this to me. I obey the Lord's will.
Can't really trade into that without being at a disadvantage. We hold out till next turn.
Faster, servant.
He's feeling
We
hungry.
force them into unfavorable trades. Yeah. That's it. When you're in the lower ranks, it's not so bad. You can easily, you know, go 10 to 15 win streaks.
Insolence.
And you get the point bonus, which is awesome. I found it really hard once I got into AA because everyone's just running competitive decks.
Strength and beauty together.
Master, from what I've heard, is a little easier than AA just because you don't have to deal with as many competitive unless you're in the topper ranks in Master.
No.
Alright, this is actually really good because it means turn 5 they can't actually play their board clear.
You were done for. Hey, that
Jesus, I did not expect that for the board clear there. That lion, I should have expected it, but I didn't. Okay. Couple of damage.
Lost in wayward ones.
Alright.
You're safe with me, Captain.
Gotta try.
It won't be long now. We live to take what we like. No!
I don't see this match being favourable.
I failed you, my Jarl.
Don't like daylight savings time? It's okay, I don't either. Daylight savings time sucks.
Your evil deeds end now.
The real battle begins.
I see your weakness.
Ass hasn't kicked in here yet. Not that I've noticed anyway. But most things are automatic, so I don't take much notice.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
I'm gonna push as much as I can here.
A little blood won't saber strike. Too slow.
Oh.
Too slow.
Got to push much as possible.
Let me show you something.
Should have been quicker. So this is the end.
Okay.
The battlefield awaits. The
So 3 damage. Provided they don't heal on us.
Onward ho!
Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. You can do what you normally do and just watch it at work. And you'll always be able to catch the weekend ones when you're not working, but I think you said you're going on to weekend shifts, didn't you?
Retreat!
Oh, Serpent King.
Oh, and of course the healing. Hate the healing.
We're together
Alright,
forever.
so I still lose even if I draw an Albert, so that's no good to me.
My king.
Probably could have survived one more turn if I had have set up it the other way, but it's fine.
I should have foreseen this.
You must die. Is fighting and despair all you know?
Oh. Ah, all that actual work. It's the bane of life. I'm sure you'll be able to catch them though. Like I said, they always go up on YouTube as well. Okay, nice. This hand's actually quite good. As long as this Haven player doesn't completely block me, I should be fine. have a good chance to draw into a turn 3, which we just did.
Leave this to me. Too slow. Stop.
Set up all our damage.
I obey the Lord's will.
Alright, man. I'm sure you'll catch him at some point.
Faster, servant.
Let's speed things up.
Alright, I can't really do anything against that yet. Gotta hold off. Okay, 1 banishment and a unicorn. That's fair. I want to get the full use out of Floral, but it's not going to get use anyway. So I may as well just play it and evolve it here. Because the 1-drop's going to make no difference to the board.
Loyalty is ironclad.
Stop staring.
That is pretty much the whole reason I upload to YouTube.
Too slow. Should have been quicker.
Hey, that hurts.
Okay.
Your evil deeds end now.
Well, Priest was going to be pretty obvious.
You were done for.
I see, O weakness.
How to kill Priest, Dance of Death. Probably the best option I've got. Yep. Still the best option.
What in the
No. It won't
Go
be
for
long
damage.
now.
harder arm? Steel yourself.
That way, if we draw into Albert, we can actually go for game. Okay.
In peace. The real battle begins.
Alright, so they're aiming for that. That's fine.
Calm thy fears, lost ones.
They obviously don't have a great hand if they have to play that there.
Armor has been pierced.
I might just go for the turn 5, or turn 6, sorry, 5-drop.
We live to take.
Get all the damage we can, while we can. Next, all I need is Pompous to be able to push out a Quick Blader.
Blimey.
Push up its damage.
Faster, servant.
Let's speed things up.
Perfect.
Become a worthy knight.
Now hopefully I don't have to worry about healing.
Too slow.
I have lost.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright, that was good. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, childhood obesity, jeez. My opinion on it, obviously you don't want every child to be fat, because that's going to be a big health risk for future population and for society. That is a problem. Because you need a strong, fit society to be able to work towards greater goals overall.
For a fight.
You want the majority to be healthy. How to solve it, that's where it gets tricky. I think the only way you can truly solve it is by making healthy food a cheap option. It needs to be cheaper. That's the problem I've noticed in most places, at least. A lot of places want to make junk food more expensive, but that's still going to make it difficult for people to afford healthy options. The problem at the moment is, you know, an apple is nearly double the cost of a chocolate bar, for example. Obviously, these might not be entirely accurate, but that's the sort of example we've got. Healthy food is too expensive. People can't afford to buy it. Yeah, that's just my opinion, obviously. Alright, so we should be able to push out some damage.
The battlefield awaits.
Alright, so we get 4, which is good.
Unbelievable.
That's fine to be fat and happy, but you can't have a whole population that has health problems due to weight. Because then no one's going to be happy when, you know, most of the population's dying and can't even bloody feed themselves. Which I suppose would then fix the fat problem, but that's a really roundabout way to do it.
Leave this to me.
You're done for.
Alright, we'll get rid of this.
Together we're unstoppable. Onward ho! My time has come. Unbelievable.
That's good. Nice to see some fresh faces. That's good. How long have we been gone for the moment? 31 minutes, so probably got another roughly an hour, maybe 45. They usually don't keep these too long. Yeah, that's terrible. That is a problem as well. The healthy food that you need to have access to needs to be at least in some form tasty, I guess. Detroit. Oh, that's terrible.
Faster, servant.
Got me feeling hungry.
Become a worthy knight.
Actually, I probably should have evolved that. That's fine.
This is your fate. You're done for. A revelation.
Okay, so we've got that. So we should actually be able to go for game, I reckon, off this. We've got double Princess Vanguard for an extra 2 damage, plus our evolves. Even the Novice Trooper, which could work in a favour.
You wouldn't.
Okay, so that just kind of put us at a disadvantage.
It won't be long
If we can't go for game one way, we just put them down low enough that we can go for another way.
Dare you raise your blade?
I'll lead the charge.
Look, everyone's everywhere. How good's that? We had a little bit of an opinion from everywhere. Alright, what are they going to do? They got 1 health and they need to find a way out. Alright then. Hey! What's up? Proletarians. Oh dear.
Avenge me, comrades!
Okay.
It won't be
We
long
need that
now.
1 damage, and I bet we're going to get D-shifted. Oh, we didn't, so we win.
Time to shine.
Thank God for no
Looks
D-shift.
like you are. The pleasure was all mine.
Yeah, 14 is like one of our highest numbers consecutively. Like to have everyone viewing at the same time. Especially on a, what is it? For me, it's Wednesday. So for you, most of you guys, it's probably a Tuesday. Usually I only get these sort of views on Monday and Sunday, which is like your weekend. Alright. I also actually forgot that I enabled those for other reasons. Oops, wrong one. That one.
You must
Okay.
die. I guess you're looking for a fight.
Come on, good hand. Jeez, I know that feeling, man. Trust me. It's taken me like 3 years to get up to an average weight.
Maybe, just maybe, this magic will help.
Okay. Set up a defensive. Play from there.
It's knowledge I seek. No! Retreat!
Pompous Princess.
Servant.
I'll lead the charge.
Try and get something out here. Yep. Basically the same problem I have. That and prior I was sick, which caused a big issue, but even before that, metabolism was the biggest problem. It'll slow down eventually though. Unless you end up with some actual medical problem that stops you from gaining weight.
You're done for.
Okay, so we get to kill that and go for some damage.
With a bang and a boom.
Alright, so Daria's an absolute pain in the ass, but Dance of Death is a solid option to deal with it. I think that's what we'll do.
I'm just a mage who's as old as dirt.
Oh jeez man, that's kind of sad.
It's just like back in the old days.
Yeah, at least you won't have to dress up for Halloween. You'll already have a costume.
It'll work this time, maybe. Hey, that hurts.
My armor has been pierced.
I'm lost? Unbelievable. It won't be long now.
At least we have a solid play here.
I'll save you all. No one gets past me.
Damn it, you raise your blood.
Turn 6. We can set up the Vanguard with the Princess and the other Vanguard. At least getting full value out of everything. Unless we draw into a Quick Blader, then we get absolutely amazing value. So we get 4 damage just off that if we do it that way. Alright.
Atone with your life.
Trying to think of good options here.
You wouldn't.
The only thing I keep thinking is I really need to draw Albert. That's not bad though.
Strength and beauty together. It all ends
This
here.
will work.
Carl?
He is ironclad.
Oh dear.
Time to head home.
We'll set up a wall. We don't take as much damage. Hopefully, I'm really hoping this trade's fine and they trade there and hopefully maybe here or there. And I can get some decent value out of the 1-drops. Looks like that's how it's going to go. Let's just see. Alright, so... They're probably going to go for a board clear. Unless they try to save this evolve. Which looks like might be what they're going to do. Wow, okay. That is not how I would have done that for sure. So we get 2 there. And also set up a defensive. Alright. Go for the 6. Double demonic strike next turn. Unless something really bad happens, we should be fine. Alright, mage I can handle, I think.
It won't be long now.
It's just like back in the old days. No! Retreat!
Hmm. 3. Oh, of course.
An exemplary
Of course. What was that? Damn it. They had to have probably the only combination of cards they could use. I was thinking, you know, the mage is fine, 3 extra damage, but then they pull out the demonic strike, it's like, whoa. Nope. Not able to deal with that. Probably should have killed off one of those other drops. Okay. If I lose to this guy, I'm going to be pretty sad.
Stand back. I have this covered.
Alright, pretty good hand. We are going first, so that's good. And to get the early quick blader out.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
Then we just have to work from there.
Leave this to me. Too slow.
Next turn, Princess Vanguard, Mentor's Teachings gives us 3 attack on the quick blader.
For the nation.
And we get the 2 damage off that for 5, which is quite good.
Become a worthy knight. Too slow.
And that will be an amazing turn 4 as long as the commander survives.
For the nation. No! Retreat!
Alright, looks like it survived quite nicely.
Conflict is everything.
I was going to drop the defensive, but now that I got that, I guess I'll play it.
Here's how it's done. You wouldn't.
Okay.
Strength and beauty
That's not
together.
good. But we only need 2 things to survive, which looks like what will happen.
My loyalty is ironclad.
Even if both the 1-drops survive, that's still enough damage to go for game. What you call getting lucky. Come on, what's this guy got? Gotta have something. Not gonna do anything at all, this guy.
An exemplary
Ah,
battle.
he conceded. Fair enough. Didn't want to deal with my crazy shenanigans.
The pleasure was all mine.
Alright, we're not in too bad a spot here, sitting at 700. Definitely better than we have been in the past.
for a fight.
Okay. Don't mind that hand. Draw into a commander, we should be fine. Actually, that fits really well.
Speed things up. Too slow.
I don't have to play that Vanguard on 2, which is nice.
Should have been quicker.
Well, it was something at least.
I'll lead the charge. I'll lead the charge.
I have no clue who that is. This was originally I See Stars sword deck, which I know pretty much for a fact that he created, and then all I've done is add a couple of commands and have one less Albert just due to not having enough. So I made a couple of personal alterations myself.
Faster, servant!
I'll lead the charge. Time to shine.
Unbelievable!
Okay, fair enough, drop.
Such insolence!
Alright, need some way to deal a good amount of damage.
I'll lead the charge. I'll lead the charge.
We'll hold on to the demonic for now.
You are done for.
We got the 5 drop pretty well.
Sorry, you won't escape. Time to shine.
Unbelievable!
What can we do here? We have a solid board. I don't think there's much that they could have done that would have really affected the board.
Raise your blade.
And now we just get to build up more damage.
Long now.
That's good.
Sorry, you won't escape. Time to shine. Time to shine. To shine. Give me that.
Between Dance of Death and Demonic Strike. Fine. Get in really early before D-Shift can take hold. Okay. This guy's pretty much out of options now. Cool. Looks like our win.
I'm through.
Yep, there we go.
The pleasure
Awesome.
is all mine.
This aggro sword deck has done amazingly. If you guys do want to check it out, I can pop a link into somewhere for the video that I've got. The deck list is in the description of the video, so you can check that out.
Is fighting and despair all you know?
We're gonna try, that's for sure.
Let's speed things up. Too slow.
It's just a matter of getting good matchups, and if I keep coming up against things like Haven, I am gonna be screwed. I wish I had a third Albert, so... Well, this actually might be okay if they're playing here.
Too slow.
No!
Oh, Serpent King.
Okay, that's not great, but we should be able to work it.
Leave this to me.
Too slow.
Here's how it's done.
My king.
No!
Alright, at least we hold the board.
May you rest.
Oh,
in
that
peace.
sucks.
Hello there, dreamer.
Now I gotta deal with that rabbit. Great.
Faster, servant.
I'll lead the charge. I'll lead the charge.
Here's how it's done.
Till we meet again.
Stop!
That's fine. I did get a good board. Should allow me to do a lot of damage. That would have been a good idea. Then you could have been using it.
You're done for. My flames lead to heaven.
No! Retreat!
Yeah, the rune legendary isn't that great. I can see situations where it might work, but it's definitely not the best.
Avenge me, comrades!
Okay. Well, we deal with that.
Back to the skies. You're done for.
Sorry. you
Thinking
wanna
of
escape?
leaving the
Shut
3 up
Have
just for the
no
damage.
wait.
But I know a way I can probably push for game. Very close to it.
Lost in wayward
And that's going to make things a lot harder. Great.
The real battle begins.
But hopefully this means they leave up the 1-2. Actually gets me a good advantage. Albert or Command? Come on. One or the other would be amazing right now. Definitely not the
Let's
best.
speed things up.
I think we'll actually do it this way.
The battlefield awaits.
Trying to think of a way around this. So I don't lose. Yep, the heals are going to be a problem. I'm debating on whether the evolve is worth it and just try and make the push. Or to just leave it alone, do the 5 damage push and hope they don't heal and go for Albert or something, but I don't know.
Slow.
Stop!
If I make the push, I can kill them with a lot more things, but the healing could be the biggest risk. I think I gotta at least try.
It won't be long now.
Together we're unstoppable. Onward, ho!
I don't know. There is a couple of like fun rabbit decks that are just for messing around at the moment, but I haven't seen anyone seriously use it. But it is a really,
Together forever.
really anti-aggro card, being able to do that all the time. Alright, that's fine. If I can draw into 3 damage.
Let us conclude.
Alright, now I'm really screwed.
I'm real if you wish it.
Should have been quicker.
Yep. Now I'm stuffed. Right. That was actually the only draw that had a chance at putting me ahead. Wow. So, few options. Nothing great because they're probably going to continue to heal, but
Books contain all there is.
they might not.
Serpent King.
Alright. That's solid.
You're safe with me, Captain. My king.
Time to shine.
Here's how it's
They're going to
done.
be popped open next turn anyway, so clearing the 1-2 isn't really a priority.
Hello there, dreamer.
This game is really close. It's literally going to come down to what they have this turn. Okay.
Till we meet again.
But now it's going to be based on my draw, is it? Yep. Okay. That's not game, but it's something.
Beauty together.
Please do not heal. You're gonna heal. Keep below 6 so Albert can kill you.
Books contain all there is.
Alright, that's fine.
May you rest in
That's
peace.
okay, I guess. Maybe.
Hello there, dreamer.
Only way they can protect themselves.
Raise your blade.
Stop staring.
Till we meet again.
Not great for me. But it does look like they don't have any healing in hand, so
Hello there, dreamer.
really based on these 3 top decks.
Hey, that hurts.
They're pretty much gonna rely on that. I think Albert is my win condition. And that's it. If they heal any more, it's not gonna be my win condition, so that kinda sucks. Yep, so there goes that chance. Ah, come on.
Dreamer.
Triple Hair of Illusion. I'm gonna get killed by a meme. That's kind of depressing.
By the night's code.
Till we meet again. Yummies feeling hungry.
Ah, they've watered me out for too long. They probably have plenty of options left.
The order will remain.
They can easily trade these two. And still get their Hair of Illusions next turn.
Hello there, dreamer.
Don't let your memes be drained. Pretty much exactly what's happening right now. My biggest chance is Albert.
Hello there, dreamer.
At least that way I have a chance at wiping this board with something. I'm holding on to the Vanguard in case I need to play it with something else.
You wouldn't.
Come on. Oh, you're joking. Oh, this is so not fair. This is a shocking game. And now they play Seraph, so obviously that's what I was searching for the entire game. And I'm pretty sure I'm dead. Or very, very close to being dead.
Conflict is everything.
So that gets popped again into the next one, and the end of their turn, the next one, so that's 4. So I get one turn pretty much. Ugh. And now I'm screwed.
And so our prayers become victory. An exemplary
Well,
battle.
I was killed by rabbits. They always said Australia's worst nightmare was some rabbits. We're so close. Get cucked, yep, pretty much. The rabbits completely destroyed me.
You must die.
Mother, father, come on.
Come on, one drops. Where are you? Still no good one drop.
Ding dong.
When rabbits work, they work, that's for sure.
Leave this to me.
At least this time it's Shadow and I'm going second, so that's not so bad.
No! Retreat!
I'll lead the charge.
Become a worthy knight.
Alright, that's something at least on the board. We're playing a little slow because of that ward and the clearing, but we'll be able to pick up the pace next turn.
Let's get into trouble. You've gotta see me dance.
Alright, that looks good.
Strength and beauty.
Double Albert in hand, that's solid.
Whirl
My
free.
loyalty is ironclad.
Stop staring.
Here's how it's done.
Hey, that hurts.
Yeah, Wabbit season everywhere. Why'd they build the Great Wall of China? To keep the rabbits out. I don't know how many people understand that, but I really hope some people do. We got a really good board, and hopefully they don't have much to do with it.
Hey, that hurts.
Alright, that's fair. That kind of sucks.
Your flesh and bones are mine.
Well, I need to go with Albert. Just for the damage. That's what we're gonna do.
Sky Knights.
Next turn we can push Albert and we can push Mentors
It won't be long
for
now.
a solid amount of damage.
A little blood will saber strike. Steel yourself.
Here's how it's done.
Mean.
So this is the end.
Okay. Now we get a good amount of damage.
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
It
Back
all
to back
ends
Albert.
A little blood won't saber strike. Steel yourself.
Here's how it's done.
Now Demonic Strike's a good setup, so as long as they don't heal, which I don't reckon they will, it'll be fine.
I'm leaving.
There we go.
The pleasure was all mine.
Oh, okay. We're going to take a very short break. Only be a couple minutes, hopefully. Gonna grab a drink and stuff, so back in 5. And we're back. Alright. Hopefully going to be able to push into AA2 in this stream. I really hope so. But if we do get pushed back over 1,000, we'll probably end it there. But otherwise, we'll try and push forward. So we'll see. Been having some good luck, so
You must die.
Mother, father,
we should be right.
come on.
I'd love to hold on to those Alberts, but I really need a better early game. That's not a better early game. Damn it. You're gonna cry? Don't do that. That's sad. We'll get there. Watch this great ad. That'll cheer you up. Perfect draw.
Let's speed things up.
Time to shine.
Oh, not a pre-write. I don't even know what a pre-write is because I don't even remember what they are. Alright, we're just gonna probably end that turn there. Hopefully Floral next turn. Vanguard's just for board presence in case they try to threaten me. Alright, fair enough. At least we drew out that early.
Strength and beauty together. You are done for. Floral flame.
Loyalty is ironclad.
We just don't want this to be drawn out, so more damage I can get now the better. Alright,
Make your
that's fine.
offering.
Alright. At least that gives us a dance to death target.
My armor's been pierced.
Yeah, pretty much. That's Australian ads for ya.
It won't be long now.
I'll save you. No one gets past me.
Oh, now it's just made you sadder. That's no good. Oh, this is the one thing I was not looking forward to. Bloody hell. How am I going to deal with this? I can think of one way to deal with this and it's not great.
You're safe with me, Captain.
It all ends here.
Away with ye, Skirvid. I'll be taking your life.
That felt bad. This is going to be probably my loss because they're already on turn 7.
Blimey.
Bow to the gourmet emperor.
Their gain's too high. Okay. It's going to be really close. They're for sure going to clear this 2-2.
No, retreat.
It's just a matter of what they play next. Yep, I am absolutely screwed.
Faster, servant.
I'll lead the charge.
Become a worthy knight.
Conflict is everything.
Alright. My best option is to fill the board. With lots of little stuff so they don't get a big heal.
You've gotta see me dance.
Shapely and succulent.
Alright. That's not happening.
I should have foreseen this.
This is how it's gonna go, I reckon. We're gonna have 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, right up until we kind of rank. I just need the losses to be small and the wins to be big so that I can make ground. If I'm only getting 70-point losses and 150-point wins, I'm pretty set. Having 100 just sucks. Alright, sword on sword. We're trying to push.
Stand back. I have this covered.
Not getting the great draws that I did at the start of the game. Like, I'm getting no 1-drops now. I'm running bloody 9 of them. Makes up like a quarter of the deck.
Let's speed things up.
You wouldn't.
You see, this is ridiculous. At least it's bloody symmetrical.
My boss works us to the bone. You wouldn't.
And look, they have pretty much perfection in their hand.
Conflict is everything.
Oops.
My boss works us to the bone.
I'll lead the charge. My conviction does
Like, look at that. Turn 3 and they've already swarmed the board with enough cards that I have nothing left to deal with them.
Faster servant.
I've got to get lucky with this floral and hope that it's the win condition I need. Clear off their board. And hope they don't have a floral to retaliate with.
Weapon at the ready, youngling.
Instead they have something better. Great.
Such
Gonna go all face, or are they actually gonna trade here? Great, so now I am screwed.
Strength and beauty together. You're done for.
I unfortunately have to trade with the 2-2.
Girl,
My
stop
loyalty is
staring.
ironclad.
Their evolve will give them 1 free damage point. I don't want to have to deal with.
Hurry. You wouldn't. You're done for.
Make way for the big dogs.
Come on.
You wouldn't.
Ridiculous.
Faster servant.
He's feeling hungry. Conflict is everything.
It won't be long now.
3 points of damage should be extremely easy for them to deal, but at least they can't kill me with board.
Finally a break.
Leave this to me. Leave this to me.
Okay,
Welcome home, sir.
that's gonna be an Albert. Wow.
You're safe with me, Captain.
This is my best
else
chance at
here.
surviving.
Away with ye, Scurv. I'll be
This
taking
is
your
not
life.
good at all.
You raise
Steel
your
yourself.
blade.
No! Retreat!
How dare you raise your blade?
Make sure that that doesn't work. I'm basically betting on the fact that they can't kill me,
You're safe with me, Captain.
which now they can. Oh wow,
Blimey.
they literally had lethal.
How dare you raise your blade?
Blimey.
They probably still have it,
I'll lead the charge.
but at least this time we're gonna try.
Onward, you wouldn't.
Because that's got to be an Albert, surely. Yep. They could have killed me last turn, which would have been better for them. They're just fortunate I didn't have any
An
wards.
exemplary battle.
Like I said, if we do get pushed to 1,000, I'm not going to bother trying right now. But while we're still below it, I will. But we just keep getting pushed back. 777, you'd think they'd be lucky, but it's not. I'd much rather be at 0 and be up the rank.
You must die. Mother, father, come on.
Okay. This isn't too bad. I think I can work with it. Floral's too good to get rid of on turn when you're going second. And I'd already have a 1-drop in hand. And we get the double draw, so... Of course, both our draws have to be absolutely useless turn 5 plays. They'll only come in handy if you draw them late game. Well, I've been demoted out of this rank before. When I was playing on my own. That was bad. But these goblins are feeling good. Look at them. Look at how happy they are. Hashtag goblins feel good. Oh, that'd be a terrible hashtag.
The battlefield awaits. Onward. You're mean.
You should go to like every streamer that's on top and just be like hashtag goblins feel good. It'll be okay.
Beauty together.
Tomorrow will be better, I'm sure.
Done for.
And if it's not, then you can only, once you hit rock bottom, you can only go up.
Hey, that hurts.
Yeah, at least Dance to Death's gonna come in handy.
My armor has been pierced.
It won't be long now.
I'll save you all. No one gets past me.
Alright, very close. And 6, and they don't have enough shadows. That's good.
Want to play?
Needs something good for the draw. Quick Blade is nice, but not quite what I was after. I can push good amount of damage, but I get a feeling Death Breath will be dropped again if I do. Well, it's going to be dropped either way, isn't it? So we got 3, 5, so that puts it down by 3. Almost thinking just say screw it and just clear them.
It all ends here.
Armor weapons more. I like. Give me that. Give me that.
From the 1. Actually, I can't believe I miscalculated that. How did I think I was going to put him to 3?
Judgment for heretics like you.
That's fine. Now I've just got to rely on drawing into demonic. Not demonic, but trying to come up with a way I can do this. Alright, we'll do it this way. That's fine. Okay. Hold on to the Albert. Drop a defensive. Drop a floral.
Beauty together.
You're able to trade just fine.
No! Retreat!
That's not good.
Offering.
Okay, so
Your resurrection.
I'm pretty sure I only run 2 Dance of Death, so my only decent win condition isn't that, unfortunately.
Let's speed things up.
I failed you, my Jarl.
Oh, that's not good, man. Take some aspirin or something. Get better. I need a strong fire Spartan. And of course, now they have Death Breath. So now my only win condition.
Blimey.
You wouldn't.
Okay. Pretty much play nothing, win by drawing.
Should have been quicker.
Come on. That's not what I need. At all. Four. I'm dead.
You wouldn't. An exemplary battle.
So good plays! Yay! I could have probably survived by playing the Albert, but they would have healed, putting him out of range, making it pointless. You'll get there though, I'm sure. I have faith in you. Alright, if we lose this game, I'm probably just going to end this off here. If we win, we might continue. We are pushing, what? Nearly an hour and a half. Isn't too bad, and it's starting to get hot in here where I work. I've still got other work to do yet, so... But I'm sure we'll either make it... I'll make it during just some games that I play while I'm on tablet or something, or we will make it in the next stream, which will probably be Friday for me, so 2 days from now. Gotta break these streams up somewhere.
Leave this to me.
You wouldn't.
Of course, I get the shoddy plays.
This is God's blood.
Come on.
No! Wait!
Basically, I'll wait till turn 4 to get a decent play out. 3 mentors in hand, Jesus.
Welcome home, sir.
Let's speed
I
things up.
don't know for sure because I haven't really played enough of Control Sword and I haven't come up against really any Control Swords overall. Most people are playing a mid-range or mid-range or aggro variant of Sword
Strength and beauty together. You're done for.
because they're more powerful at the moment, they seem to be.
Whirl,
My
flurry.
loyalty
Stop
is
staring.
ironclad.
Ah!
Sky Knights, prepare for battle.
You're done for.
And this is why aggro and mid-range are a lot stronger. So I'd say this is a mid-range deck and I'm playing an aggro. Well, actually, this is probably still leaning towards more of an aggro variant, just with more emphasis on drawing commander. Need a good way to get rid of that.
Stop staring. Hey, that hurts.
Let's speed things up. Let's speed things up.
Alright.
Too slow.
So this is the end. Steel
No one
yourself.
too slow.
At least that clears the board off.
Apologies, sir.
Should have been quicker.
But if they have Albert or something, I'll lose anyway. I went from being at a 8-win streak to losing
Prepare for battle.
over and over again.
It won't be long now.
Alright.
A little blood won't stop
Well,
me.
with that loss, we're probably going to close things out for today. I'll probably play a few games later tonight, but not on stream, so... And as always, thanks everyone for coming. It's great to see a lot more people popping in. Hopefully you guys can become more regular, that'd be awesome. And obviously, if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel where I have got this deck featured and a heap of other decks and other videos, so you can catch those. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.